After Kawhi knocks down the 3, every Clipper runs back again, so Garland just lets the ball roll again. Kawhi is slow to get up again, and as the camera pans back to the game view, Chris Paul ran all the way to the backcourt to make sure Garland picked it up, and Kawhi's not even in this shot. And you'll see that he was eventually way behind the play. So, once it got to a dead ball, Chris Paul finally goes up to Kawhi and is like, hey man, you gotta get up, dude. The Cavs are wasting way too much time. And on the next possession, after Zubac makes his free throw to push it down to 11, Kawhi finally gets up to Garland so that they can't waste any clock. Then just yesterday, Chris Haynes reported that Chris Paul had made a suggestion about switching Kawhi off of Klay Thompson in a game against the Mavericks. On this one, Klay comes off the screen, and Kawhi had a lot of trouble navigating that screen. So Paul asked Kawhi in the huddle if he preferred to switch off of him. And apparently, Jeff Van Gundy did not like that Paul had even made that suggestion. This is a microcosm of what's been going on in LA. The Clippers, despite being a veteran group, have been lacking energy and effort. Kawhi Leonard has not been the most engaged with the simple things, but it's not just him either. In that game against Miami before Paul got canned, the Clippers had a lot of trouble grabbing defensive rebounds. On this one, after the Heat take a 3, the ball's batted around and Harden's right there to grab it, but he's too slow to the ball. And then just 2 minutes later, as Fontecchio's taking the 3, Harden's just standing there and Bam snatches the ball over him. That then gets kicked out for another 3, and this was in part of a 30-2 run by the Miami Heat that ended up blowing this game wide open. We don't know what Paul may have said behind the scenes that may have triggered his sudden departure, but what we do know is that the Clippers are not engaged throughout the whole game, which is why they're 6-16 to start the year with no light at the end of the tunnel.